Hey, good afternoon, Henry here. I do Grandpa's Grubs, which basically I'm into the hobby world of grubs, just like many of you are in the hobby world of lures. And because I fish in Alaska and live in Alaska during the summer, hence the name Grandpa's Grubs, because most everything I do, I focus on is large scale 12-inch grubs, like you see here. For the next couple of minutes, we're going to talk about some glitter products and how they came to be from Grandpa's Grubs. It's not my interest or desire to get into the sale of glitters and other things, but because I use them, and also too because I travel the world and I have access to a lot of different technologies over the years, I've picked up a lot of different items. Well, just like anything else, buying in bulk is the king. And so in order to get the things I've needed, I've bought a lot of items in bulk, and I'm willing to share and happy to share those with those of you in the bait community. We've all seen right now and becoming more familiar with holographic flakes or chameleon flakes. These are a high temp flake used in the cosmetic industry. Comes in various colors and various patterns and styles. These flakes are very, very expensive. Basically, they run about just over $1,000 a pound for the flakes. That's why when you see these flakes, they'll be sold in grams or very, very small quantities. They have the chameleon type, and then they have also all of the translucent types of flakes. Very common in the cosmetic industry because it takes a fraction of a gram of these powders or whatever to go into cosmetics to do the work that they do when people put them in eyeliners and other things. I also have the same type of thing in jars, and I use these very sparingly. They're a very, very fine, light flake. If there's any air movement and things, they'll blow around. Takes very little. Nice thing about these flakes is they're a very high temp type flake. When we use them in our heated plastics and stuff, they don't deteriorate. They do a good job. But the bad part about them is, again, their expense. They're very, very expensive. Now, a lot of flake goes a long ways in some aspects, but again, we're all hobbyists in many ways, and so we like to use our materials as sparingly as we can, but we also have a tendency that we like to tinker and play with lots of different things. This is another flake. This is a synthetic flake. It doesn't carry the same price tag. Unlike $1,000 a pound, this one is about $60 a pound or $50 a pound, depending on the color. Disadvantage to this flake is it won't withstand some of the high temp heat. So it works great for doing skins and other things where we brush it on, but it doesn't take the heating of the plastic in the microwave and things. But we can get some great colors, and it has its place. Again, it's not very expensive. A little jar like this, which is basically 5 grams and stuff, would run you $2. A little jar like this at 5 grams would run you $60 to $70. It just depends on what side of the market and the fence you want to play on. There's also some great holographic, reflective, very, very fine glitters that do a really good job like powders. Most of what we see today and most of the items that we look at are not mica based anymore. Mica clouds the plastic and leaves the plastic with a clouded or muted appearance, where these glitters and other things do not do that. The best thing to do with these fine glitters, in my opinion, is you put them in a liquid. You'd want to put them in, for example, softening liquid for your plastic, shake it up, and then disperse it as a liquid. This is what those glitters and things look like right here in this grub that we did, and the clear bait there, and a little bit you can see down here in his tail as well. Some of the other things that we see in the new age stuff is glow-in-the-dark glitters. These glitters have some color to them. They put off a great different set of colors off of the glitter itself, golds and blues here, but also too they're full of glow flake or glow glitter that glows in the dark with regard to the color. This is a blue. Here's a green flake. Here's a white or crystal flake, and the glitter inside, that is the glow glitter inside this, glows in a green color. All these type of things we use in our large grubs and things that we do, and because we bring these in such bulk, we have to purchase a minimum of 1 kilo, which is 2.2 pounds. It's been my desire to help the bait community and those in the hobby community with items such as if they're interested, and we basically sell these for the same cost that we pay for them to those who are interested. Again, we're not trying to be a glitter company or anything like that, but we're happy to share what we have with those that have an interest. Right now, we have 6 colors that just came in what we call a silica-based glitter. You can see here, this is the blue one, and it's a clear. And when we say silica, silica is basically glass. And so if this was broken pieces of glass and you put them in a liquid, they basically become invisible. They go away, the eye, and then once they reflect the light, they'll glow or reflect back the color in which they are. That one's blue. Here's your red or rose color. Again, a clear type product becomes colored. And the beauty about these, because they're all individual colors and things, it's very easy to put more than one color into your plastic at one time to get different looks. Your purple, your blue, your rose color there. This is silver. It's like a snowflake silver. And this is gold. And your last one down here on the end is your green color. So these are the new Silica Flakes. They're kind of a hybrid a little bit. They're a cross between some of the very expensive flakes and the cheaper and less expensive glitter. Unlike the expensive flakes at over $1,000 a pound, these basically run $200 or $300 a pound, which is about a tenth of the cost of the others. They all have their place. They don't replace one another. This is going to give you a totally different look and effect. It's a very subtle effect because it does go clear once it's in the liquid. It's a very subtle look and a very subtle effect. But what we'd like to do is we brought in, we have to buy over a pound at a time, and a kilo, of course, is 1,000 grams, hence the name kilo, and a pound is just over 600 grams. And we brought those in, we packaged them up in jars like you see here, put our name on top. We're happy to share these with you. We've got ours in bulk. We packaged the rest up into the jars, and we'll give these to the bait community. I've got about 20 kits and stuff here available right now that I'll put in a bubble wrap pack and mail out, delivered onto your doorstep. We'll send you all 6 of the colors for 20 bucks. That's basically what we're into them by the time we paid the freight to get them here. The question always comes up, folks, majority of the goods that we deal with are made in foreign countries. I just returned from Vietnam and Korea and other areas of the country where I looked at some of these different products. They're going to come. A lot of glitter you can still get made here in the United States in actual glitters, but most of these high-tech products like this right now, we're seeing coming from foreign countries. If you compare this, of course, to a standard mica powder, this is what a mica powder looks like. It has the color and things, and is the color. Again, this is a green. Here's your green mica. This will cloudy the water and make it turn green, where this will be speckles or floaties in the plastic itself and not cloudy the water up. These are a flake, which means they're random shapes and size. It is a very fine flake, so it's very small in its size, and so as it floats in the plastic, it will be small. Here's another high-tech flake that's a green type glitter, and this little jar right here is 1 gram. This jar of 1 gram material here runs about $8. This is 5 grams, and basically we're able to get this into our hands and use it, and it creates almost the same type of effects for us in the plastic as some of the higher tech ones do, but we can do these for a lot less money than these higher tech and more expensive flakes. They all have a place, they all have a use. It just depends on how you want to use and things. It's great for if you'd like to experiment or work with these. You can learn a lot, but at the bottom of this video, there's a form, and on the form, you can go in there. We're not a store. Again, we're not trying to sell these. We don't have a website. I've created a form. Click on the link. You can look at this video, and there's a link there if you'd like to use PayPal. We'll send you a link for PayPal or an invoice, or if you want to pay and things other ways, the links are there, but it's not a website that you can go to and do e-commerce, but we do have the ability to get it. I have 20 of them available, ready to ship. Take a look. If you're interested, happy to help you. Good luck with your fishing. Hey, thanks for your time.